Good evening, everyone, and it's absolutely chucking it down here. I don't know what it is doing where you are, but we've had snow and now we've got torrential rain. The roads are already pretty puddled. So anyway, during World War II, the whatifians, the WHATIF Malagasys, would have been closely linked in with the RAF and the Australian Air Force, as it was serving in the China, Burma, India and the Pacific theatre of operations mainly. That's where the Malagasy soldiers served after liberation from the Vichy French in 1942. Where I change history is I say that actually they got their independence from France then and they didn't end up going back under French rule. And this is a C-26 and it's flown by the Red Roos. The Red Roos maintain their link historically as a transport squadron that was very heavily committed with the Australians, hence the kangaroo. And this is Ralph in honour of John. Now, the C-26 is an absolutely beautiful aircraft. It is, of course, the Swearingen Fairchild Metro III, the Metro liner, which is this absolute stunner of a plane. It's hard to describe just how streamlined this aircraft is. So if I give you a side-on view, you can see there, if you take away the undercarriage and tuck that up, and yes, the back bits are exposed, but the fronts are fully covered. Same with the front landing gear. You can see that this aircraft is just superbly streamlined. It is a high-performance 19-seater, alone VIP configuration. It can carry 6 to 8. It can have a toilet put in the back for VIP work. I don't know what it has in the cargo role, whether it has a toilet or whether it doesn't. The Malagasys use these for aero medical evacuation, VIP and general transportation. The Red Roos fly 12 of these superb aircraft. In American service, they are the C-26, and that's what I've modelled this on. Now, this is an RVHP resin kit. It's absolutely fantastic, and the only problem is that RVHP appear to have gone out of business, which isn't good at all. Now, I've made the markings myself because this was the Swedish one with the Saab Erie radar on the top. So this would have had the trial radome of the Erie system on the top there, and you can see how big that is and how light that system actually must be to go on an aircraft like this. I've put mine on an ERJ 145 base, an R99 P99 base, and you can see just how light the radome or the radar must be to fit on. Now the Malagasys, like I said, the WHATIF, this is all fictional, use this in the transport role. It is a superb, high-flying, high-performance twin turboprop aircraft. The kit itself is a lovely kit. The only issue I had was this transparency is vac form. So you have to cut it out, and then where I've tried to sand it, it's actually cracked it. So I've done the best I can, but very difficult to fit that transparency on. And yes, an expert modeller would do some expert work on that. I've done the best that I can with my limited skills. I absolutely love this aircraft. I think it's very streamlined, and I've given it some extra comms antennas because in the VIP role it may be using those. The Americans did use these, the RC-26, and they did have a forward-looking infrared electrical optical turret underneath, and you can see why. Because it does sit very high off the ground, and that's to accommodate the propellers. Its performance is almost as good as some jet transport, small transport, and I think its range is just over 2,000 miles, so it's perfectly suitable for aero medical. So Malagasy soldiers getting ill on the island chain, or if they need evacuation from Africa, then they can put the stretcher in quite easily into the rear, and it has space for at least 6 stretchers and attendants. I wouldn't put too many more than that in because you need all the medical gear, but it can do a swing roll, and that's why it's really important. So it's a lesser aircraft. It's not as glamorous as some of the others that I've done, like the Mantellas and the KF-21s, the Gripens, etc. But These are the things that actually keep military in operation. I absolutely love this. You have to weight the nose down quite heavily, but there is space for that. Interesting, when I was airbrushing it, you can see just how easy it is just to tip it on its tail. The RVHP kit is superb. I just wish they were still in business. I don't know what's happened to them, because this is just an absolute stunner of a kit. I filled the windows in with Gorilla Glue and then painted them black, because there's no interior to see there. There is a nice cockpit interior, but you can't really see a lot of it because it's pretty well concealed when the transparency's on. I've just painted the undercarriage black and white, and I just need to tidy that up a bit with aluminium for the parts that go up and down, the metal parts. I do love this kit. I do think it's fantastic. I hope you do too. Take care. Goodbye.